Well, I guess I would start off telling them that serving the Lord is one of the greatest things that a person can do, and that the Lord will never let you down. He's always with you, and that if you live for Him, He'll take care of you, and that the greatest thing in anyone's life is serving the Lord, because you can't go wrong when you serve the Lord. And there's plenty of things in this life that will try to sidetrack you, but you have to take in consideration that things in life is not as important as living for the Lord. I know it's tempting, especially to young people, but it was tempted in my young days, and I know what you would go through, and I know how hard it is sometimes to disregard it and do right. But the thing of it is, in the long run, you are more blessed, more secure in life than you could ever be by turning your back on the Lord and doing things that He's displeasing with. I've always said that a praying mother and father was the best thing to ever have. And I was on maneuvers and overseas in France, and sent out every night on scout duty. And so that day, it had been snowing before, and all we had was woods. We walked in it, slept in it, ate in it, woods. And this night, it rained heavy, and then it quit and began to snow. And so we come in off of guard duty, and I leaned up against a tree and pulled my shoulder half and my overcoat over me, and pulled my boots off because my socks was wet down. And next morning when I woke up, I tried to put my boots back on. Feet was bigger than the boots. And they had turned a little pink on the ends of my toes all the way. So they said, "Man, you're got frostbite," as soon as the medic come over and checked me out. So he said, "I'll tag you, you gotta go back to England." So he put a tag on me, and they put me in a bomber and carried me back to England. 4 months I was in the hospital. And so when the doctor relieved me, he said, "You're not fit for combat duty." So he says, "I'll put you in the engineers." So I went into engineers, and they shipped me to the Philippines in this engineer company. I got word 2 days later, my company went into battle, and a third of the battalion was lost. So I say the Lord taking care of me. I was up at Ray's property at the river, and it was back in the early days whenever wasn't so many laws on hunting. But I mean, I didn't break no law or anything like that. But Tim and I went out early one morning before they had cut some pines out, and we went there that afternoon, and I saw the place, and I told him, "We'll go back there in the morning." So we got up early, went down there, and he taking a stand down close to the river. I went up on kind of a mole and taking a stand in some trees that they'd cut out, some pines, and they'd left. And so just at the break of day, fog began to come in on the snow. And I sat there, I guess, about 30 minutes or so, and directly I seen a shadow coming in out of the fog. And that 6-point buck walked up and stopped right on top of that mole. And I was using a 12 gauge shotgun. And I raised up and take aim and pulled the trigger, and down he went. And there was 2 or 3 men up at the river that had cabins. Ray's uncle, they were staying with him. And one of them said, "That amateur come up here and shot that deer. I've been after him for 5 years." And the guy never had seen the deer. and so that was the first deer I ever killed.